teenager is now recovering at home after this dramatic rescue Tuesday from Scussett Beach in Sandwich. First responders say the 18-year-old was buried in the sand up to his chest and started sinking deeper. It took almost 30 minutes to dig him out.
So joining us right now is Dr. Scott Hadland, the Chief of Adolescent and Young Adult Medicine at Mass General Brigham for Children. Great to see you, Doctor. So we showed the video, how urgent and how frantic it was for the response itself was. How much danger was he actually in?
Yeah, he was in a lot of danger. I think this video is really understated because you have a group of emergency respondents here who are really acting professionally and calmly, but it really sort of hides the fact that this young man was in a lot of danger. So the weight of sand is per cubic foot about 90 to 100 pounds. So that's a lot of weight bearing down on the body. And different from if somebody is, submerged in dirt or snow where you can actually have a little bit of an air pocket, there's a huge risk with sand because it really acts like a liquid and will actually fill in any spaces that are available, and so really sealing off any potential air pockets for somebody's head who gets stuck. Now, in this case, very fortunately, this young man's head stayed clear, but his chest was really at risk for a lot of compression from all of the weight of that sand bearing down and really preventing the lungs from being able to expand and breathe. Very fortunately, incidents like this are relatively rare. There's really only a handful of deaths that are attributed to this each year, but really scary stuff.
Yeah, well, as we mentioned, Dr. Hadland, it took about 30 minutes to dig him out, even though there were so many people. Explain why it takes that long.
This is a really tricky rescue because, again, sand behaves like a liquid. So what happens is, people rush in and they try to help and they'll try to dig somebody out. But unfortunately, as soon as you start to dig that sand away, it fills right back in. And in fact, as more people crowd a scene, they actually push more sand into the area where the person is trapped, potentially even compressing them further. And so people who are trying to help may actually be making the situation worse. When you watch this video, what you see is that emergency respondents have set up all these boards around the young man to really prevent that sand from flooding back in so that they can do their work without the sand working against them. And remember too that in the meantime, the person who is trapped is starting to get hot. They're probably experiencing a lot of fear and they're having a difficult time breathing. So the stakes are really high here.
Right. And so you don't tell your kids don't dig holes at the beach though, do you? Or is this something we should talk about?
No, I mean, this is part of growing up, right, is that kids should go to the beach and they should dig. This is what it means to be a kid, and my kids actually have been doing this all throughout the summer. What you want to do is make sure that when you are digging holes in the sand that you're being safe about it. And a good rule of thumb is that a hole should never be deeper than an adult's knee. So everything should be less deep than that. Don't build tunnels because those can collapse. Don't crawl underneath the sand if you're able to build a sort of ridge. You really want no opportunity for the sand to come in on top of you. I think another sort of minor safety thing that's important to remember too is if you've been at the beach and have been digging sands, fill them back in when you're done, because after hours in the dark when people don't have good visibility, they will trip and fall into those holes. And I've actually had patients of mine who have twisted an ankle or in some cases even broken an ankle tripping and falling on the beach. And remember too, if you ever do fall into one of these holes, this is an emergency and you want to call 911.
Okay, good reminders. Thank you, Dr. Hadland.
Thanks, Dr. Hadland.
Thanks.
Have a great weekend.